Saturday. Come on out and play, guys. All right, I'm gonna go get my stuff and I will see you guys back here in a second. It's super dark in here today. All right, guys. Okay, let's see. Hey, Peter, good morning. How are you? Good afternoon to you. How are you, hon? I'm gonna go get the rest of my stuff. Hang on. Let's see. Take this, maybe. Yes, this sounds good. Okay. Alrighty, alright. Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon. Let's just leave it at happy Saturday. How is everybody today? Alright, guys. Let's see. I think I want to put the thing on in the background this morning. You're doing good. You can't stay and chat. You're at work. Aw, Peter, well, I'm glad that you're doing well. I appreciate that you popped in this morning to share some time and space and to say hello. And I hope that you have a really, really super magical day. And if I recall correctly, Peter, don't you have a son? I kind of remember that I think that you had a son. So if I am correct, I am sending you and your son so much love today. Okay, darling? And don't work too hard and just enjoy. All right, darling? All right, let's see. So who else is here with us this morning? For those of you who don't know who I am Christine, also known as Shamama Hunting Owl on YouTube and through the spiritual community. Harry is 14 already. Oh my God, Peter. God bless him. Aww. I can't believe, dude, I remember he was like 9 or 10 or something. Wow. Well, I hope he also is doing well. Definitely. Anyway, coming back to who I am. I am, as I said, Christine Shamama Hunting Owl. And I come around these parts to talk about spirituality, but in our everyday lives. It's all great to be on the awakened journey and to be doing healing work on yourself and helping others heal and having our consciousness expand but there's a level of that of connecting into the higher 5 dimension and up realms and living in the 3D world still. So I do these lives to come on and kind of see where people are at, how they're doing on their journeys, see what people are struggling with, who we can give support to, and just kind of just share some space. So, all right. Hey, Hazel Channel, thank you for subscribing. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Farouk, hello, good morning. How are you? Gionne, hi, how are you? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you guys saying good morning, and please let me know where you are. I am located in South Florida. Um, I am a spiritual teacher. I am an energy worker. I am a healing facilitator. I read cards. I work with plant medicines and help people on their spiritual journeys. So I am always available for sessions if you guys need. You just can email me at shamamahuntingowl.gmail.com, and you can schedule a session to work with me, to talk to me, to do all that good stuff. So yeah, hey guys, how are you? I'm doing all right today. As I said, I'm in South Florida, and it's a very rainy, dreary day, which is why it is so dark in here. But I am doing all right this morning. Rudy, I'm not gonna show you my feet. Like, why? There's no need. There's no reason. Like, I'm not here to show you my feet, darling. If you would like to, you can find that on a lot of other places. I understand that only friends, you can just do all of that. And yeah, so no worries, Rudy. Just, that's not what we're here for, darling. Farouk, may I know about you? What would you like to know about me, my friend? Yeah, so that's what we're here for, guys. We're not here to show feet or any other body parts that are out of your view. I'm here in Florida. I'm here from Florida originally. I grew up north. Like most people weren't born in Florida. We were mostly transplanted here. But yeah. So anyway, guys, so let's see. What's going on in the world right now that we can talk about? Let's see. Something good that we should talk about. Do I have any pets? Hi, I clipped for the night. How are you? I do have pets, darling. I have a 75-pound lab chow mix. His name is Journey. And then I have a chinchilla who is about, 15, 16 years old. And his name is Mo, and he's very, very cool. All right, let's see. Super cute, super cute. And you guys on some of the lives have seen Journey, because sometimes, like, he's here now on the floor. I don't know. Hang on, I'll see if you guys can see him. It's so dark in here. Hang on, let's see. Let's see. Journey. Journey's chewing on himself. Let's see if we can see Journey. There's Journey. Say hi. Say hi. Journey is very uninterested in saying hi. So that was Journey, guys. Can you see the chinchilla? This is the first time that you've been here. The chinchilla, he's actually asleep. They sleep during the day, but let me see. We'll take a little walk. Let's take a little walk and see if we can see the chinchilla. I'm gonna warn you, his cage is filthy because I have not cleaned it yet this morning, but let's see if we can see him. Hey, Mo. Let's see. Let's see if we can. Hang on. Let's see. That's Mo. Can you guys see him? No? Maybe. Can you? Oh, wait. He's coming out this side. Hey, Mo. Hey. I don't know if you guys can see him. Can you guys see him? Did you guys see him? I'm not sure. But ouch. Journey. I'm not getting the chinchilla out. All right. So the dog got super excited now because he thought the chinchilla was coming out. And now he's going cuckoo out there. All right. So I don't know if you guys can see him or not, the chinchilla. But that's the chinchilla. That is Mo. So yeah, so he's super cute. And he used to have a little friend that he lived with. But that guy died a long time ago. So yes, we have those two pets, and I love my little creatures. So yes. So there you go. You got to see him. Okay, cool, guys. Very cool, very cool. So yeah, so I don't know. So tell me, do I live alone? No, I have my mom who lives with me. My elderly mother lives with me. God bless her. So yeah, so she and I live here together. Yeah. So let's see. What are some things? Gio, you have a group of 3 friends. I don't know if from past 2 days it seems they left you and they don't come to school and you are alone inside. Okay, wait. Joan, how old are you, darling? And so tell me what's going on. So from the past 2 days, you had some friends. I don't know. From the past 2 days, it seems they left. From a group of 3. What do you mean they left? What do you mean that they left and they don't come to school? Like they left the school? You're in high school, you're 17. So they like don't go to school with you anymore? Did they like drop out? Like, are they not like your friend? Like, I don't understand, sweetie. But please feel free. I want, like, explain what's going on. And I'm really super sorry that you feel alone and sad. That's just fucking sucks and it's terrible. And I'll tell you what, that's one thing for fucking like, school is super, super tough. Super tough. And, yeah. And you know, it's not easy to find your way. And I wish it was. I wish they taught, you know, the really important stuff in school, but they don't. And it really blows. And I'm really sorry that you're having an issue with feeling sad and alone. But Joan, you're here and you have an entire community behind you, supporting you and sending you love. All right, let me see. Do I ever get caught up in sexting minor sting operations? No. Why would I ever? Why? No. Never, ever, ever. Let's see. Wait, hang on. I clipped Fortnite and Gion. Hang on a second. His friends stop being friends and they don't talk to him. Do you guys know each other? That you know what happened? Like, I don't understand. Okay, Swirly Bridge, I don't even know how you're here because the live is set for no one underage. So you don't belong here and I'm not going to monitor my channel because you're someplace you don't belong, sweetheart. So it's very simple. So I can make this very easy. If you're 8, I'm going to have you leave the group, sweetie. Okay, we'll make that easy so we don't have to deal with any of that. All right, let's see. Gion, they talk to you less, they talk together more, and they went on a holiday without telling you. Well, honestly, then I gotta be honest. Then those really don't sound like your friends. Obviously, there's something that went on, and there's more to the story. I'm assuming, you know, there must have been something that happened. But if anybody makes you feel less than, if anyone makes you feel not worth their time, their effort, their energy, if anybody doesn't reciprocate in your friendship equally, then those aren't your friends. And maybe that's divine protection coming in from God's spirit source, you know, protecting you from what, you know, from people you don't belong to be with. You know, that's how I look at that stuff. And I am no stranger to those things. I mean, I have lots of people who have fallen in and out of my life that I've never had closure with or explanations as to why or how or any of that. That's not a reflection on us, okay? That's a reflection on those people. If those people can be that cruel to silence somebody out, if they can be that cold and detached and disconnected, those are not people you want in your world. I have learned through this healing journey, and this is not something that happens overnight, that I would much prefer being completely alone by myself than with people who truly aren't in my corner and who truly don't have my back or my best interests at heart. I have walked this journey alone, mostly alone for a very, very long time. And it is sad and it is lonely. But I can promise you, when you realize how worthy you are of having good people, truly good, supportive people around you, you won't feel lonely. You won't feel sad losing people who are truly not your people. So I send you so much love. And it sucks that people have to be that way. But we live in a world where people don't feel comfortable being honest, being vulnerable, sharing their truth about what's going on with them. And people, we are very much in this ghosting type of a culture. So I really feel sorry that that has been your experience from an empathic place of, I get what that feels like, and it feels like shit. But I also know that you're going to have even better people coming into your life that is going to appreciate you for who you are. All right, let's see. I clipped Fortnite, gotta go. All right, gotta go. Fairy Cats, say hi to Jen. Hi, Jen. Okay, let's see. I look like Rachel. Oh, Rachel from Friends. Yeah, I actually, it's funny because only since I've been doing these lives have I ever heard that. So thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that compliment. Thank you so much. Jion, thank you. It's not, and I'm not, I'm not here like blowing smoke up your ass, okay? Like, I'm not trying to be nice. Like, this is the truth of the way we need to start seeing things in our world and in our life. Excuse me, hang on. Hang on 1 second, guys. I gotta get I forgot something up here. Hang on. Sorry, guys. I had to get my food because I like to come on and do these things first thing when I wake up. But I also need to eat some breakfast at the same time so I have my pineapples here. But no, so I'm honestly like, these are the things that I wish we were able to start teaching in school, from the wee young ages of children, and teaching people their value, and truly teaching people kindness and compassion and growing together and helping each other. We're taught in school, or at least, I mean, when I was and when my kids were, little, they were taught in school, like, they were never taught to think for themselves. They were told to, be good little children and sit in desks and do blah, 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 and like follow the rules and do what they're told. And there was never any there was never any true unity. There was never any real talk about self-esteem and value and knowing that we are all deserving of certain morals and principles, and it was just never reflected. And anything that was ever done was very punitive in school, for punishment. Like, there was no true discipline or learning that went on, or as far as the sense of self, the true divine nature of who we are. You learn about all of these other things, but what do we really learn about humanity, about our souls outside of religion, outside of, all of the things that are meant to separate us? what do we know and learn about the universal principles of just being a good person, a good human being? So all of these things, they add up, and over time we have all of these broken, wounded people who are hurting each other because nobody's been taught well or right. Nobody's been given grace or forgiveness. It's a fucking mess out there, guys. And I truly, truly hope that as we move forward, as we continue to speak out about things that happen like these situations, as we all continue to say, you know what, I don't like confrontation and I don't like fighting with people, but I'm a human being who deserves to understand. And let's have dialogue where we don't have to fight, where people can speak their truth and just be heard and understood. Guys, so I don't know. These are the things, the principles, the things that I just wish that we could just bring more to in the world. And so this is me preaching from the pulpit to be kind and to be loving and to be aware of your own shit and to do the work. Yeah, of course, Gion, go right ahead. You may ask away. Go right ahead. Yeah. All right. Let's see. I am also going to pull a card for today for all of us, for an energy, a collective energy. All right, let's see. Let's see what Joan's question is. All right, I'm gonna wait for your question, Gion, and I'm gonna go grab a deck of cards, okay? So let's see. What good vibes can we send for today? Let's see. Yeah, what's this one? Wisdom. I think I need a tarot deck too. Hang on, one more deck. This one. Okay. Oh, sorry. All right, so we still don't have, all right, Joan, I still don't have your question yet. So I am just going to continue and we'll wait to see if your question pops up. All right, darling? All right, so I am going to pull a card for the energy for today. Let's see what spirit advice we can receive for today, okay? Hey, Hazel Channel, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here, darling. I appreciate it. Okay, Joan, now we got your question. Is it right to date before high school? Most of the students in your class are dating nowadays. Like everyone I see there, we are couples, blah, blah. Like I don't want to take interest. But still my mind went there. Well, okay, is it right? Okay, is it right to date before high school? Well, I don't necessarily think there's a right or a wrong. I mean, I think it's a normal part of growing up that, and I think younger and younger people are dating. I don't think it's a right or wrong thing. I think it's a why are you dating thing. It's more of a question as to why. Why are you dating? Why are you interested in exploring a relationship with a person? What is it about? And I think that's much more important than a right or wrong. I believe everybody has different levels of maturity. If they're dating for sexual purposes, well, that's very complicated. And, And I think that, you know, I mean, we've all done it. I mean, I used to, when I was a young thing back in the day, I had boyfriends in middle school, elementary. I mean, like, I remember having boyfriends in like preschool and kindergarten, like always. Now, obviously, dating, boyfriend, whatever, but I think it's a matter of the individual person and their culture, and I guess whatever their parents feel like at this point. But I think if somebody, like, I think it's healthy for people to have relationships where they learn to build healthy patterns with each other. And I don't really necessarily know if there's a school age for that. So yeah. And the simple fact is, if it's not something you're interested in, then you're not interested. And it's like, it's okay. Like, it's not for everybody. You know, I know people who are, you know, grown-ass adults who have chosen to not take interest in dating or romantic relationships because they're solely focused on themselves. And they haven't ever, you know, grown-ass adults in their, you know, late 20s who haven't been sexually active and who haven't really dated and who that hasn't been their life desire or experience to have here. So everything's individual. McKenna and Hazel channel. You're in Georgia. How are you doing in Georgia? I mean, obviously, I guess you have internet and stuff. So, oh, excuse me. McKenna. Wondering, like, yes, I do all sorts of spiritual stuff. Yes, I do, McKenna. No costume? What do you mean no costume? No costume. Yeah, I do all sorts of spiritual stuff, McKenna. But it's super nice to meet you. And so I just, as I was saying, are you, did you get nailed by the hurricane, and are you doing okay up there in your area and stuff? And Gion, your parents are against it. Well, I mean, if your parents are against it, like that's I mean, like, that could create a lot of hell, obviously, for you in your life. And you know, and I don't know, darling, like that's an issue you have to kind of talk to your folks about and understand why they're against it and what their fears are. And, you know, that's a whole conversation that you could have with your folks about what it is why they don't want you dating, what they're concerned with that you will do, you know, sharing your views on it. Open dialogue, man. Open dialogue. That's one thing I have to say that with my kids, and my kids are grown adults now. My kids are, my oldest turned 27 today. So happy birthday to my oldest. And my youngest is going to be 23. And that was one thing, you know, like I always open dialogue, open communication, like the freedom to speak and say whatever they have to say, whether it's hard to hear, whether it's hurtful, whether it's pain, like giving them the opportunity and a platform to have that space for dialogue, for conversation. Yeah, it's super important. You know, I didn't run a militant household. I was you know, there were times where the law had to be laid down for my kids' safety or whatever. But for the most part, no, it's, you know, I think we all do, just because there are children and they're littler or younger than us doesn't mean that they don't deserve the same respect as a human being. Everyone has feelings, opinions, thoughts about a million things. And I think we're all entitled to share those things. So openly and freely without, you know, worrying about retaliation or getting chopped, right? Norris, hi, how are you? Albert, good morning. How are you doing, Albert? How are you? How are you guys? All right, so I was going to pull a card, and I was kind of like just doing my thing. McKenna, I don't know what you meant by no costume, darling. So, I'm not quite sure. All right, so I am asking Spirit. I'm using the wisdom of the Oracle, guys. Okay, it's so dark in here. Let me see if this helps. Put on a little bit extra light, maybe. Bring it. It helps a little bit, I guess. It kind of maybe. All right, so we're gonna just ask Spirit for some. What do we need to know? Albert, you're tired but alive. Well, I am glad that you are alive, darling. For sure, for sure. For sure, for sure. Gian, do I believe in ghosts? I definitely believe in spirits. I mean, ghost spirits. Do I believe that people who have passed on come back to visit? Most definitely, 100%. I believe in spirits. I believe in demons. I believe in angels. I believe in all of those things because I've experienced them for myself in real time in my life. From the time I was a super young child, I was about 3-4 years old. I remember I have seen spirits and visions and ghosts and demons and all of those things. So yes, I 100% believe it. I saw a video to call vampire. Well, okay. Why would you want to call vampires, honey? You see, this is the problem. This is the problem with glorifying vampires, werewolves, magic, all of these crazy fucking things. Because very young and impressionable people like you, Gion, want to summon up vampires and shit. This stuff is not, and I'm fucking serious, this stuff is not to be fucked with. Do not mess with stuff in the spiritual realm unless you know what you are doing. Because there is a lot of heavy, bad, negative shit out there. And you start calling in shit that you don't know what you're dealing with, you're asking for a world of karma and not good things. And that's not, I mean, it's not a threat. I hope it scares some sense into you, because when you mess with spirits, there are a lot of spirits that are not good spirits out there. And I just wouldn't advise it, darling. Would not fucking advise it. Because spirits can attach to people. People can become possessed. There are these things, and I would just be really, really careful. The other thing about magic, and a lot of people don't understand that when you summon magic, when you attempt to interfere with the divine order of balance in the universe, you are creating this this imbalance within yourself that requires what's called a sacrifice. Okay. And many who understand about witchcraft and things like this understand about sacrifice. And whenever you do magic, there needs to be something, a sacrifice given. So yeah, I would be very careful. I'm just saying, I would be very careful because you don't know what you're messing with. Yeah, Albert, you're super tired. I know. Dude, plus the energy has been just so fucking wonky. And you had a late night shift. And I hope that you are feeling better, Albert, from the other day. Even though you didn't email me like you said you would, I forgive you anyway. But you know I'm always here for you if you do want and need my assistance or just want to talk about stuff. McKenna, thank you so much for the compliment on my hair, sweetheart. I appreciate that. All right. Well, Gian, yeah, those are silly little Bloody Mary games in the mirror, and I don't know what Charlie is, but you know, I suggest you don't mess around with that kind of stuff. That's all I'm saying. Okay. All right. So yeah, Albert, you have a few haunted houses there. Yeah, I mean, haunted houses are cool and fun to go to. There was this place, where the fuck was I? I think I was in Savannah. and I went to this super cool house, and being already like very like woo woo and feely of spirits and walking through those places, there was shit that they were talking about like before they even had like talked about it, because the people like walk you through and they tell you the stories of the house and stuff. As I was it's true, it was crazy. Like as I was walking into the rooms before the people would even start talking, I had my kids with me, and I remember like telling my kids like, oh my God, I can see da 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 and this spirit and that thing in the corner. And dude, like within 5 minutes, they started telling these stories about the same shit I was seeing. It was creepy, scary. But it was super fun. And I wasn't there to like channel spirits. I was just there to like find out the history of the house and like see if anybody wanted to come and talk to me. But nobody wanted to come and talk to me. They just showed me their story, which was really, really, it was a hell of a story. Like some woman, like she was like a slave owner, and she had like came in on her husband like banging one of the slaves, the slave women, and she like threw the slave woman over the fucking banister and killed her, and then she went and hung herself in one of the rooms. And these fucking spirits, dude, these spirits were super fucking heavy in this house. It was crazy. But it was super fun. But I wasn't like, you know, messing with them. Albert, old ones, yeah. Dude, I love that kind of shit. You know what else I really love to do? When I go on vacation to weird places, like old places, I love to go through and walk old cemeteries, like the ones with the big like headstones. And oh, I find so much peace and solace there, and I fucking love it, man. Old cemeteries, old like old churches. I don't necessarily like to go in them all the time, but I love like walking the grounds and the properties, and I don't know, I like all the spirity stuff like that. All right, so again, as I said 100 times already, I'm going to pick a card, and I've just been shuffling and shuffling and shuffling and talking. So, all right, spirit. Spirit, what do we need to know? Maybe we don't want the message from this deck first, and this is why. Maybe that's why they had me take this other deck out. All right, so this happens sometimes, guys, because this is why they had me get this other deck, because sometimes the messages have to come out in a certain order. So we're gonna, Albert, you doing good? All right, I'm glad to hear it. So this is the crystal unicorn tarot. So we're gonna get a message, I guess, from this one first, and then we will move on. Yeah, all right, guys, let's see. Give us a message for today's spirits. Give us a message. If anybody that's here wants their own card drawn for today, you guys can do a donation in the little thank you or whatever the heck it is. I'm not quite sure what you guys see on your screen because it's different than mine. But if you want your own message, you can hit that, do a donation, and put your question in the donation. And at the end, I will pull a message just for you. Okay. So let's see, Spirit. What do we need to know? What divine guidance? What can you help with? Whoops. Okay, there we go. We got a bunch. No, oh shit, we got a bunch. Okay. All right, so we got a bunch. So let's go. 1, 2, wow, 3, and 4. All right, well, this is definitely an interesting reading. First, we have the Tower. Something unexpected. The Tower is all about the universe stepping in, creating a storm and a reaction to that storm that destroys things in its path. Okay, and Spirit is like breaking some shit down, and Spirit is knocking these 2 unicorns right out of their tower. Masculine and feminine unicorn, right? So we have some people's worlds, and I feel like this is the collective right now. So many people are in this flux state of just uncertainty, and their lives and their worlds are just very unsettled. And there's a reason that this is happening. You know, when we don't move ourselves, when we don't make changes ourselves, this spirit, God, the divine, whatever you want to call it, will come in and create, orchestrate an event to force us into making a change in our lives. And so that's what this is. Now, this doesn't mean it's bad at all. And from the other cards, it's actually very beautiful. Okay, because this storm, this tower moment is strongly affecting these two people, this masculine and feminine energy in this experience. So two people are being shaken. The first person is this masculine energy, this King of Pentacles, this very secured, financially responsible, financially independent. He could be a leader. He could be very, very grounded, very secure within himself. Now, when I speak of him and her, I'm speaking of energies, not physical bodies. Okay, guys? So just remember that. A king, a masculine energied person can be in a female body, and vice versa. Okay? But this is someone who, this tower, whatever this experience that they've either gone through or are going through, is going to help them sort out their kingdom. Okay? It's going to bring some clarity to their surroundings. You know, I love this. All the little grapes. Like, if you guys can see, like, there's the grapes here. Like, this is this person has the ability to provide all of life's treats, treasures, and indulgences is what I'm hearing. And this person, as you can see, is sitting here watching this person. And this is our feminine in the tower. Okay, this is our feminine. Okay? The High Priestess. The High Priestess is going through, the feminine energy is going through their tower experience in a very reclusive, in a very sort of quiet, reflective, intuitive place. The feminine energy person is using their abilities of intuition, of attraction, of spirituality, of magnetism, of higher esoteric learning is what I'm hearing. And they're using this, they're studying, they're practicing. Because, what are they saying? Hang on. Oh, they're rebuilding. Okay, got it. So I feel like, and I don't know if that actually is. Hang on one second, guys. I want to see. I don't know what that is. What is that? It's like a book. Okay, so here's what I was looking at, guys. So I feel like for the feminine, there was maybe like some knowledge that she lost, a book maybe along the way, through this whole shakeup. And the feminine is now coming back to their craft. See, like, they're rewriting their story, they're restudying something that maybe they had lost in their experience, in this tower experience. But this feminine is just good doing her craft, her practice, her all I keep hearing is this very deep connected, the green cloth on her back speaks of the heart chakra. So she's just doing what she loves surrounding herself with the things she loves, which is her guidance, her practice, her craft, and that's all she's worried about at this time. But this masculine energied person is observing, is watching her, and apparently the last card that we got out of that little cluster that fell out is the Lovers. Now, we had this come out just a couple days ago when we talked about this same type of situation of someone coming forth, a masculine energied person coming forth to a feminine energied person, making an offer, asking, looking, wanting to share time, space, energy, wanting to communicate, being brought together by spirit. This tower had to happen in both of these people's lives. Whether they were sharing the tower or not, it doesn't matter. Like, maybe they're just energetically connected. Maybe it's somebody who was living together, who broke apart, who went separate ways. But both people, since this separation, since this breakup, since this tear down, shattering of their world, or their worlds, have done their work, have been working on themselves. And so there is this energy of coming back together, making a choice. I'm hearing making the choice, because the Lover's card is also about a choice. So there's this making a choice, deciding to come back together in a new way, in a new form, guided by spirit. Okay? So I love that, you guys. All right, I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck, though. Let's see. 7 of Cups. Yeah, this has been a decision. Like, for the feminine has been in a place for a long time of just not really understanding or knowing what their next best choice is. There's been a lot of confusion, a lot of lack of clarity in their next moves, but I see that because the feminine has come into this very powerful, intuitive space within themselves. Like, they're radiating their love that they are cloaked in is shining, and it is being felt, and they are receiving the guidance and the wisdom that they need, the feminines, at this time. So I love that, you guys. Hey, Janelle, I don't know if that said that right. Janelle, hi, how are you, darling? All right, so we're going to see if this other message has to do with this, because now sometimes this is the way it works. So for somebody, there's some really beautiful stuff coming up. So I wanted to add, so some of you guys who have been here before and been in the tribe and coming to these lives for a while, there's a tribe member that has been here, David, and some of you guys know him from Texas. And he actually just informed me, this is like a beautiful reading, because he just informed me that about 2 weeks ago, he met his soulmate, the love of his life, and he, in 2 weeks, has decided to relocate his whole life and move back to his hometown and be with this amazing human. So kudos to David, and kudos to anyone else who is finding your person, or whose person is finding you, and who is ready to be open and experience all of this love and joy. So David, we love you, and we wish you nothing but the fucking best in your new relationship and on your journey and your travels and uprooting your whole life, man. It's beautiful. So if you're watching, David, or if you rewatch this at a later time and date, although I don't think you will have time, know that we love you, David. All right, let's see. So let's see. What is the wisdom of the oracle? Want to share? Anything. Maybe the deck just doesn't want to talk to you. That happens sometimes. That happens. Oh, nope, there we go. There it is. The thinker. The thinker. What number is it? 44. Oh, I love that. So 44. Fours are all about stability, building a solid foundation. Something that you can build on that is solid, that is stable, that is strong. And the thinker, so we have that doubled over, right? So we have it times 2. So something that is coming in is asking for you to take some time out. And maybe this thinker is very much like the high priestess in this reading, where reflecting, taking time out to think, to reflect, to feel, to strategize, to there's something with the stars. Hang on. They're showing me to connect the dots, which is an interesting way to look at these stars. So I don't know how well you guys can see. So you see they have like, there's a few little stars. So they're showing me like, take your time, connect the dots. There is nothing that requires you to, if in fact this is a choice or a decision, to maybe accept this person back, or if this is a new relationship, whatever. But I'm hearing that it goes with both things, that take your time. There is no need to rush in your choice or decision with this person. But I also feel like this is just reinforcing how important it is at this time to go within, to reflect, to think, but to not get stuck, to not get trapped. This is the trick about the thinker, is to not overthink and get stuck in analysis paralysis. So yeah. Because what happens is when you get stuck in that overthinking analysis paralysis, you get into a resistance in your body, and all it does is create more pain. If you are challenged with a choice, with a decision at this time, I love pros and cons lists. I love, bouncing ideas off of people who I trust. And then sitting with their assistance, guidance, and so forth to make my own decision later. So I'm going to read from the book though on Thinker and just see if there's anything else that we want to add to this. Okay. Hey Fortnite, how are you? Welcome back. Oh, McKenna, you're so sweet. McKenna, you are very sweet. Thank you. And haven't I given you a couple shout outs already, darling? All right, let's see. What am I doing? Looking up the card. All right, let's see. And thank you guys who are still here with me. Let's see. 44, the thinker. All right, the thinker. Pawan, I don't know if that's how you say your name. My name is Christine, also known as Shamama Hunting Owl. It's nice to meet you, darling. Welcome. All right, so the thinker says strategy, being analytical and logical. Your ability to reason and strategize, to make a plan. There you go. To make calculations. Let's see. Yeah, that's all it is. Everything I already said, guys. Calculated action. Making a plan, making a strategy. And, oh my God, you guys, you can't make this shit up. Look, it actually says protection about analysis paralysis. So don't overthink shit, okay? Do not overthink shit. Trust. Oh my God, wait, I love this. Look at this, you guys. What did I say? The Seven of Cups was about not having clarity, not being sure what to choose. The message says, soon you'll come to your senses and an aha moment bringing new clarity. You will know what to choose. The clarity is coming. The clarity is coming. It's coming because you are going within. You are going within. You are connecting to spirit. You are connecting to your emotions. And you are connecting to your logic, to your practicality. Because we don't want to have those two things out of balance completely. We don't just always want to rush in with our hearts on our sleeve, because that can be, that can be damaging and could hurt us. So we need to be practical about how we do things. So this is logic. This is practice. This is bringing all of it to the table. And so I love that, you guys. Albert, thank you so much. So Albert said that he has been enjoying the shorts that I put out. So thank you. Thank you, Albert. I appreciate that. And you know what's really funny, Albert? So, and I'm not sharing this for any other reason than I just think it's funny. Okay? Is that nobody in my whole world calls me Chris. You are the only person that calls me Chris. And I think it's just for convenience of typing purposes. But I just think it's really funny. I was called Chris and Chrissy when I was a little girl. And by the time I got to I want to say high school, maybe 13, 14, I was like, no, my name is Christine. And that didn't stick, of course, because nobody listened to me because I was a kid still. And I took the opportunity by the time I got to college to fuck that, my name is Christine. No, but I'm not offended by it. And I just think it's super funny that that you call me Chris all the time. And it actually doesn't trigger me. I just thought it was really fucking funny. So you have permission to call me Chris, and it's okay. Chris always felt like just such a boy name. That's all. So it was I either got called Chrissy, which felt very little girly, or Chris, which sounded very boyish. So yeah, so I don't know. It was just a weird thing. So, but I love you, Albert, and I appreciate you so much. And all right, guys. So if there isn't anything else, I am going to wrap this up. I think this reading was super powerful, reminding us all to kind of get our shit together. Do the work. Do the work and be open. Be open to letting go of whatever spirit is taking out of your life right now. And be open to welcoming in the new, even if you're not, sure what the new is. So, yeah. So that's it, guys. I am going to get out of here. Thank you guys for liking, sharing, subscribing, for spending your time here with me today. I do not ever know when I'm coming on, time or day, days of the week, anything. So please subscribe. Please hit the notification bell. And this way you know when I get on. And if you can be there, you will be there. So with that, you guys, I am always sending you all so much love and light. Gratitude and blessings. Always beautiful souls. Always, always, always. Mwah. I love you. I love you. I love you. And we will talk again very, very soon, guys. All right. Bye-bye. Have a great Saturday. Bye.